Hello my dear students! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you notice, I have been wearing the same top since I am recording for an hour. Iniisa ko na lang na pagre-record lahat para since hindi naman talaga ako busy today. I know many are already requesting for this video, so I decided to give time and make this video already. So let us go for intro. If you're new in this channel, I share educational content for senior high school students, particularly video guides for the self-learning module. Bigyan niyo po ng suporta ang channel na to sa pamamagitan ng pagla-like, pagko-comment, pag-share at pag-subscribe sa aking mga videos. Daghang salamat! Our video, Writing Chapter 1, has received a lot of good comments and I am very thankful and grateful na it was able to help you in writing your Chapter 1. For this video, I will teach you or I will give you guides on how to write your Chapter 2. So let us begin! Hello everyone, so our topic for today will be all about writing Chapter 2, review of related literature. And I think this is already long overdue, but I hope you will be able to use this video in helping you writing your Chapter 2. So start. The review of related literature is an activity in the research process wherein you need to support the research problem. You may ask, why do I need to support the research problem? Well, if you identified your problem, you need to find information wherein you can find in books or other sources needed to support the problem under study. Meaning you would be able to review how your problem is presented in other research papers. You would also find information how other researchers conducted their research study. You would be able to delimit or narrow it down to a specific context, thus you can proceed your research efficiently. So what are we looking for? So in writing your Chapter 2 or the review of related literature, you need to find reports on the results of other studies closely related problems that have been investigated. So you need to find studies that are related to your problem and that have already investigated your problem or is related to your problem. Next is you need to find the research design used in other studies, including procedures used and data gathering instruments employed. So once you have found studies that solves the same problem as you or is related to your research paper, you need to find what kind of research designs have they implemented in their studies. Next, you need to find the population sampled and the sampling methods utilized. So, population have they used in their research problem or research paper, and you also need to know what kind of methods they use so that you would be able to prepare your paper on how many respondents you need in your methodologies or your research paper. Next is you need to know the variables that were operationally defined. You also need to know the extraneous variables that may affect the findings. So, once you read the methodologies of the research papers that is related to your research problem, you will be able to know the variables that they used and what variables affected during their studies. Next is, or lastly, you need to find the recommendations for the further research. Recommendations are written in research papers in order to recommend or give the other researchers idea on what they can study on so that they can continue the research process that the researchers or the previous researchers have done. So those are the things that you need to look for in order to make your research paper efficient and in order to delimit and narrow your research problem into specific ideas. So where can we find these related literatures? So you have the sources of different sources of information. You can find it in libraries. You can find it in books, manuscripts, theses, dissertations, and professional journals. You can also search online, and these are some of the sites that is offering PDFs and studies that you can use in your research paper. You can go to Google Scholar, Science Open, ResearchGate, and even Sci-Hub. You can also maximize your institute or college emails if you have to access wide range of open source information. Or if you don't have your college emails, you can search open access research in Google to find websites that offers open access researches. Also remember, if you are writing your review of related literature, you need to paraphrase the text that you want to use and make sure that you will cite the authors of the papers in order to prevent plagiarism. In order to start your review of related literature, just make sure that you cite the author and the date when the research paper is published, and make sure that you paraphrase their study in order to prevent plagiarism also. So you have, in 2018, Santos made the survey from the book of author blank entitled blank, published by Academic Publishing Corporation in 2019. He expounded that. So you can also use this kind of format in which you are stating the book title and the author of the specific book. You may take note of these phrases. Maybe you can use them in your review of related literature. These are other examples. The following statements or phrases may help the researcher express the relevance of the study. The related literature in the study has direct and significant relationship on their study in the sense that, okay, the thesis of the author is relevant to the study because the place and time are similar to, and the different concepts on blank as reflected in several investigations reveal the different insights as they are relevant to the present study of the researcher. So if you want to emphasize that the study of a specific researcher is similar to your study or connected or is relevant to your study, you can use the following phrases. Next, you may also use these phrases if you want to summarize and emphasize its relevance to the present investigation. Number 1, the related literature presented in the study has a significant relationship with the future study in the sense of. Number 2, the related studies presented here were selected on the basis of their significance in promoting direction for this present study. Number 3, the different concepts on blank as reflected in several studies revealed the following insights as they are related to the present researcher's study. So if you want to summarize everything, you can use the following phrases. That would be all. Those are the ways on how to write your chapter 2. The examples that I have given you, you can use those phrases to have a guide on how to write your review of related literatures and how to summarize or emphasize or finish your review of related literatures. Just remember that you will need to write it in topical form, you need to cite the authors, and you need to paraphrase the text in order to avoid plagiarism or copying of both. That would be all. Thank you for listening, everyone, and God bless your day.